Yeah, hi. In this ICP, the question is do the sentimental analysis task using the deep learning and the Keras module. Here I imported the required modules like NumPy, Panda, String, Keras, and also download the one popular library. Download of popular. And the next, and I have imported the model required one, that's sequential, and also the layers like dense, activation, batch normalization type, and also the utility and the constraints and the selection model to test and train, and also the tokenizer. And next I also imported the we also imported the libraries to plot the by importing the matplot library, and also the cbon to just count plot. And one more library is called stopwords library. uh, this is useful, we are using to remove the stopwords from the data. And here I have taken the data from the internet, and I have read the data using the pandas read csv function, and I'm checking the any null values is there. So while checking, after checking this, there is no null values over here. And here I'm showing the data. And here, here I grouped by using the label column. So here it also shows the id column, but I just again after finishing my code, I just rerun this code after the why, that's why there is an id column missing over there. This okay. And data types, like it's an id is int, label int, tweet is an object, and data type is an object. And then next I have plotted the count plot using the cbon library. And here I plotted the I have taken xsl label and y as a count, and this is the count. And we don't need the data id column in the data, so I just deleted the id column in the data. So here I define the function that's called pre-process tweet function that will clean and filter and clean the data. Like in this, I have added the low functions like lowercase, so it will make the lower cases of all the words, all the characters. And here I remove the any URLs having the data, raw data, and also removing the @ symbols and hashtags and also the punctuation, spaces, single characters, uh, and converting into the list using the list function. And then here I am filtering the words by removing the stop words. So for this I use the for loop for this, and also to remove the numeric values in the data I use the for loop. Here, here I taken the data from the data we have read using the pandas. So I taken using the list function, and then using the for loop I am processing all the sentences to this function, to the above defined function to clean. And then this is the I have taken the first, this is the after, this is the output after cleaning. And here I taken a label, a y label, a label like 0 1 into the y. So for this, splitting the data for the train and text. So I use the x train y test, y train y test functions. Print, I'm then printing the text train and printing the x text. And then you y, what are the elements in y, like 0 1. So below I set the size of the tokenizer and converting the sequences into matrix in binary mode. Here I have taken the size as 5000 and tokenizer function. Uh, and in this tokenizer function, I just changed the data into the matrix form in the binary mode. And also Next, this is the shape of the matrix, train matrix, and below I define the model. So for this model, I have taken the maximum, which is 5000, and I defined the sequential model. So in this, I added the dense activation and the dropout at 0.5, like 50%, and dense, one more dense and activation. So after this, I just compiling the model. After this, using the loss is equal to categorical asymptotropy, and optimizer is equal to Adam, matrix is equal to accuracy. And then here I am showing the shape of the model, how it will be, using the model dot summary, and below is the shape of the model. And here I'm training the now the next step is to train the model. So I'm training the model. So for this I have taken the train as a variable. So I use the fit function, and batch size is equal to 32, approach is equal to 10. So and verbose is equal to 1. So it will we have given the epoch is equal to 10. So it will train for 10 times. So this is the loss, value, accuracy, value, loss, and value accuracy I have got. And here I'm evaluating the model. So for this I have taken the evaluate function, model dot evaluate function. So it gives the loss and accuracy. Loss is 27% and accuracy is 95%. And here I have to say one thing, whenever we run the model, compile the model, sorry, when train the model, it will store the into it will store the data in history. So even though I have mentioned here the train variable, uh, so I have to mention the history. So print train dot history dot keys. These are the keys we have in the train. And then here below the next is the final is I'm visualizing the loss and accuracy of the model. This is the model accuracy and this is the model loss. For this I have take using the matplot library function module, uh, and below I just define the values keys that are required, and this is the final out. Thank you.